Welcome to Feared Armor. If this is your first time here, on this channel I talk about a raging battle between the forces of good and evil in the dimensional realm and how that intertwines and affects our physical world, and how you can start preparing today to deal with difficult times ahead. Everything I talk about on this channel is rooted in a book I wrote called The Deathless War, the final battle between good and evil. You can pick up a copy in the description below. So if you're looking for encouragement and resolve to not only survive but thrive in this daily battle wearing feared armor, then you've come to the right place, and I invite you to hit the notification bell and subscribe button so that you never miss out on a new video. We just got finished with a series called Enemy Strategies and laid out a half dozen strategies that are very, very effective, and from that we are under attack and the world is under attack on a daily basis. But I want to give you a little bit of encouragement in this video, and I'm just going to read a very short paragraph at the end of that chapter that I talked about all of those different strategies. And I'm entitling this video, It's Time to Fight Back. So now that you know all of those different strategies, let me just read this really quick. The unfortunate byproduct of not understanding what I have been talking about so far in this book, which is a majority of the individuals on the planet, is anyone can easily fall victim if they have no idea dimensional manipulation exists in the first place. As I write about this truth, I can literally feel something looking over my shoulder and trying to manipulate me from staying focused in my thoughts. They remain stealthy at all costs and prey on the unsuspecting. This evil army only has a difficult time manipulating humans when we are onto them and understand what their destructive tactics are for us. You now have a starting point to identify their specific strategies for gaining the upper hand in their quest to destroy you and your family. While there are literally countless ways to battle against you every day, turn this against them by always refusing to allow them to manipulate you in any way. So the first step, really, in fighting back is understanding and getting a resolve within inside of you that this battle is actually raging on a daily basis. Many people, when they go to church, right, a lot of churches do not talk about this very real battle that is happening on a daily basis to everyone. Individuals that you feel don't have a care in life. Well, some of them, I'm not saying all, but some of them actually, again, are still being manipulated. They don't have a difficult life. They seem to be individuals that just get everything because they're already fighting on evil's behalf. They're already on that side. Now, they don't know it. They don't understand it. Many of them feel that they're good people. But they, again, are being manipulated into thinking that, I'm a good person. I'm doing, I'm not harming anybody or whatever, and I'm very successful accordingly. Why, if I were then in evil's camp, why would I then be causing that individual to have a difficult time in life, right? If the ultimate endgame strategy is picking one side or the other, and they already technically reside on evil's side, then what's the point with even messing with them in the first place? The answer is there isn't. But on the opposite side of the coin, a lot of people that struggle on a daily basis with numerous things, right? They're trying to do good. They're trying to read the Bible more and have a closer relationship with God. Why are they seemingly attacked more and more and more? This is so self-evident right now. Again, remember, we're using this global health crisis as a backdrop for a lot of these issues. And again, these things that I've discussed in my book. Look at the churches right now, where they're at, and how all of these states are saying that you can't open. You can't open, right? They're using the backdrop of this global health crisis. You cannot have people congregating or gathering. Okay, very good point. Then why is it that you also cannot have church if you are all to sit in your car and, let's say, tune to a radio station, or just be so far away from each other that it didn't matter? Yet other people can go to the grocery store, right? If you can go to the grocery store, you can go to a liquor store, you can sit out in your car outside of a grocery store or liquor store and nobody's saying anything there, right? But now all of a sudden, when it comes to congregating, let's say cars are 20 feet away in all directions and people are in their cars. I mean, talk about being in a bubble or in a safe social distance space. Far better than people being able to just naturally go to the grocery store. Why is it that churches are being attacked? Why is it? Well, it should be absolutely plainly obvious, right? Dimensional evil does not want churchgoers who go to church to gain strength and to be together and to fellowship together. And through difficult times, that's what church is to learn more about the Bible, learn more about God, learn more about a relationship with Jesus, right? In Christian churches, and in synagogues, in mosques, right? Why is it that all of a sudden it's, nope, you can't open up these churches? And this is an extremely telling, and it's so blatantly obvious. But again, these individuals who are in government are continuously saying, right, continuously battling, because their dimensional forms are being manipulated to actually believe and say these things, right, to actually take that stance. So it's not even necessarily them that are taking this stance. These are people in positions of power all across our country that are saying churches can't gather, churches can't gather. The media is all over it. Churches can't gather. Why? Because again, they're all in evil's dimensional influential camp. It's that simple. So again, all of these strategies that I just went over the past few videos, this is just how evil gets in and starts influencing the dimensional form of people, and those people then go out and they act a certain way. So when all of these, let's say, when all these people in power think that they have this power that they are utilizing, well, yeah, technically, but again, that's on a surface level. Remember, I continue to try and reiterate through these videos, I want your perspective to be up here, a 30,000-foot view looking down on the world and what's happening. So when you see this, you see these people who are governors and mayors and towns employees that are, again, coming up with these blanket ordinances for, again, from this example, from people in church not being able to go to church. This should telegraph to you instantaneously that these people are dimensionally influenced, just as you can be dimensionally influenced as well, right? To find a way to separate and get you away from, let's say, reading the Bible or learning more about God or having a relationship with Jesus, right? A closer relationship, especially through this difficult time. This is the time that churches and that fellowship of other people to help support each other during difficult times is the most important, right? This is it. Everything we were doing before by going to church was just kind of training to this moment. And now this moment, so many people need their houses of worship, right, to come together in fellowship. And that's being completely stripped and taken away from them, right? You cannot engage with each other and cry on each other's shoulders or cry 6 feet apart from each other and just say, listen, I'm having a hard time with this. My family's having a hard time. You know, they're not getting that support right now. So that should be a telltale sign that so many people that think they're in power are making these decisions, but that's them thinking on this egotistical surface level playing field. What's really happening is in the dimensional realm, the forces of evil do not want people to congregate together. They do not want people to fellowship together, and they're putting that pressure on peoples in the dimensional realm, on individuals who have already aligned themselves, whether they know it or not, with them, and then they are acting out that policy, if you will, right? They're acting out those words, those feelings. They, again, may feel as though they're good people and I'm doing the right thing. But again, in this battle that's raging in the dimensional realm between good and evil, evil is doing exactly what it's always done from the beginning of time. Is from Adam on, dimensional evil has absolutely hated humanity. And every single person that's ever lived, they have fought tooth and nail to try and get that person to be separated from God. Because they're already separated from God. They're simply trying to get more and more people on their side. So with that, it's time to start fighting back. In the next several series of videos or over the coming months, I'm going to really start getting into actually fighting back, standing up for what's right, what's important, whether we get together as however long it takes for churches to get together isn't the important thing now. Now it's time to actually gain a lot of resolve. It's important to gain an understanding of what's happening in the world and to be able to fight back against this enemy on a daily basis. Okay, that's it for this video. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.